This video demonstrates the SetUpEditor command in the TI-8384 calculators. This command is used to organize up to 20 lists in a specified order so that when you press the Stat button and select Edit from the menu, it will have the lists arranged in the order you specified. It can also be used to reset the order of the lists L1 through L6. And here's how it works. Let's enter in two lists and perform a linear regression on them. Suppose we have the lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as our independent and dependent variable values. Let's enter these now. So we hit Stat and Edit, and we begin entering in our first list of data values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we move over to L2 and we begin entering in the second list of values, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we'll go to the Calculate and we'll select Linear Regression. And we'll go ahead and perform the linear regression on these two lists. And now that we have the regression computed, we have the residuals from this calculation stored in the resid list. You may access this by pressing Second and Stat to access the list options. So let's go ahead and do that. Second and Stat. And down there you can see the resid list. Now if we wish to see the resid list and have it listed first in the columns of lists, we may use the SetUpEditor to do so, and here's how. Press Stat, select SetUpEditor, and then enter in the names of the lists in the order you want them to appear, and that is the resid list first, then a comma, then L1, and then another comma, and then L2. And now it says Done, so let's check out the columns of lists to see the results. Press Stat and select Edit. We can see the resid list is now in the first column, and then L1 and L2 are listed afterwards. Suppose we accidentally delete all the lists in the Edit menu. So instead of hitting Clear, we hit Delete, and we accidentally delete all these lists. So let's go back to the home screen and clear out that command. How can we get the lists back? We can enter them one at a time, or we can use the SetUpEditor. Here's how to use the SetUpEditor. Go to Stat, select SetUpEditor, and simply hit Enter. Now it says Done, so let's press the Stat button and select Edit. Stat and Edit. And here we can see L1 and L2 are back. And as we scroll to the right and then back to the left, we can see that the 6 lists, L1 through L6, are arranged in the default order, and we can see the values previously stored in L1 and L2 are also back. So the values are not lost if you accidentally delete a list. Also, the lists are arranged by the default settings using the SetUpEditor command. And this is how this particular command works on the TI-8384 calculators.